A Mother's Answer, From the Big Picture, Getting Perspective on What's Really Important, by Ben Carson with Greg Lewis. God gave her wisdom, though my brother and I didn't think it was all that wise. It was to turn off the television. From that point on, she would let us watch our choice of only 2 or 3 television programs a week. With all that spare time, we were to read 2 books a week from the Detroit Public Library. I was extraordinarily unhappy about this new arrangement. All my friends were outside having a good time. I remember my mother's friends coming to her and saying, "You can't keep boys in the house reading. Boys are supposed to be outside playing and developing their muscles. When they grow up, they'll hate you. They will be sissies. You can't do that." Sometimes I would overhear this and I would say, "Listen to them, Mother." But she would never listen. We were going to have to read those books. Sometimes when I tell the story, people come up afterwards and ask, "How was your mother able to get you to read those books? I can't get my kids to read or even turn off the television or Nintendo." I just have to chuckle and say, well, back in those days, the parents ran the house. They didn't have to get permission from the kids. That seems to be a novel concept to a lot of people these days. At any rate, I started reading. The nice thing was, my mother did not dictate what we had to read. I loved animals, so I read every animal book in the Detroit Public Library. And when I finished those, I went on to plants. When I finished those, I went on to rocks because we lived in a dilapidated section of the city near the railroad tracks. And what is there along railroad tracks but rocks? I would collect little boxes of rocks and take them home and get out my geology book. I would study until I could name virtually every rock, tell how it was formed, and identify where it came from. And you can finish reading this story in our New Worlds textbook. Thank you very much.